DSK, check. Quad multi-view, check. On air. Good morning. Let's go back to 2010 and a film called Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll. It's supposed to be a biopic, a biographical film about Ian Dury, who was a new wave singer and band leader in the 70s to 80s. The title of the film is from his 1977 single Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll. Now, when Ian Dury was 7, he caught polio from a swimming pool at Southend-on-Sea in the 1949 polio epidemic. Now, this paralysed and degenerated his left leg, his left shoulder and arm. At grammar school, he was frequently punished by having to learn poetry. Ian Dury studied fine art at Walthamstow College of Art, later teaching art and illustrating and painting for the Sunday Times. He formed a band called Kilburn and the High Roads, which became a popular act on the London pub rock circuit, but disbanded in 1975. There was actually a motorway sign pointing north which said Kilburn and the High Roads, which is where they took their name from. Ian began writing songs with Chas Jankel, who is the brother of TV and film director Annabel Jankel, and some years later she, with video director Rocky Morton, would put together the idea for Max Headroom. The addition of a few more musicians from diverse sources, one by one, would form Ian's next band, Ian Dury and the Blockheads, which by then was a lot more new wave. After getting rejected by major labels, the newly formed Stiff Records was perfect for their style. Now, when I first saw this film, I really didn't like the highly stylized style. It just didn't seem accurate or faithful to what it seemed like at the time. On subsequent viewing, I realised that actually this makes it a far better film than if it were actually true to life. Because life is often mundane, boring, tedious, and certainly not cinematic. Now, I consider it a very good film indeed, because that's what it is, a film, not a historical record. Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll 2010. Have a superb Monday and enjoy the weekend that we've just had. Like and subscribe. Bye.